And as you can imagine, search crews there are using every resource they have in their toolbox to comb the riverbanks along the Guadalupe River after that flash flooding swept through that area. And that was on Friday morning, and they're still going through it. They're on foot, they're in the air, even on horseback, looking along some of the most difficult and most rugged territory. Gage Golding has more.
I just haven't felt the urge to do something like this and felt the fight or flight since I was at war in the military.
Everyone has their own reason, their own drive to help.
Well, so the family has closure.
They know where they're missing. They're not missing. They know where
Right.
they're at. They know they were found.
Here, we call that Texans helping Texans. And by the hundreds, they came out in the hill country to find their neighbors, their friends, people from the next town or two over.
Odds are it hasn't been searched, so we're going to give our efforts, and yeah, well, hopefully it turns out something positive.
Garrett Hugo and his buddy paddling up the Guadalupe River. They started here in Center Point, getting a unique perspective of the now torn up riverbanks that twist and turn through these small communities.
I'm looking for survivors. I'm looking for unfortunate non-survivors so they can have a final resting place.
On the banks, people hiking, looking in the now gigantic piles of tree trunks and torn up trucks that litter the river. In the sky, helicopters are scanning for anything that might lead them to answers. And on horseback, volunteers are bringing those answers to families.
We decided we should look in that spot a little bit more before we went back down, and that's when we found it.
So the girl that was with us was like, I feel like we need to really look, like I'm drawn to this tree, and
Sure enough,
she was right.
I walked up and he was kind of hesitant. And he looked down and there she was. Different, yeah, it takes a while to process it.
We covered her with a towel.
That's the reality of what our first responders and volunteers are seeing. It's incredibly hard and emotional.